Hi everyone, Fenris Models here, and today we're going to take a look at MiniArt's SU-85 in 1/35th scale. Now, as I had mentioned in my last video, I do have a few armor kits that have come in, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at this one. I do believe that this one will be worked into a diorama with the previous Stug 3 that we took a look at last week. So how about we pop open the box and take a look at all the parts we got on this one, because as you can see, we have a lot of parts on this one. I'm pretty certain that there are more parts here than there was on the Stug 3, which again, if you remember, that one was Take On, but it was one of the Blitz lines, so I believe it had less parts. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little intimidated by this one now that I have the parts all splayed out. But as we usually do, let's go ahead and take a look at the instructions first. We do have this nice little block of text here that does show us kind of a lot of our options. According to this, you can see that we have a total parts count of 613 parts, which is 530 plastic, 73 photo etched, and 10 clear. We have the option to put the hatches open or closed. Cast steel surfaces apparently are represented. We'll take a look at that. We can elevate, depress, and traverse the gun, which that's fairly standard. It says click together, easy to assemble, workable tank track links. Sure, we'll see. And then we have decal sheets for 2 variants, but we'll take a look at the decal sheet here in a second. So on this first page here, we do have a nice little blurb about the tank, some specifications, and our color callouts, both for the gun and the figures, because this does come with figures, and our Sprues list. And yes, that does say that FJ, FG, and F all come with 10 whole copies of a sprue. Yeah, so it looks like we begin with assembling the suspension and the front of the casemate, rest of the hull, and the beginnings of the gun, and putting on our wheels, more of the top of the hull slash case mate. I learned the word casemate after the last one, and easier to determine on something like the Stug. On this one, I'm assuming this whole top bit still would be called that. Correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong. I am always willing to be corrected, and I'm always willing to learn. That's the fun of modeling, is learning all about the subjects as you build them. So, and there we do have more for that, and then starting to close it on up. Now it does look like the tracks are all individual pieces, so there's no lengths of it, it's all links. So that will be oh so very fun to put together. No, I don't think it'll be too bad, especially with like a podcast or something playing in the background, maybe some more modeling videos. And there's that. And that's the final bits there before our color callouts. And it's interesting that we have 3 whole schemes, but only 2 decal sets. And again, we're going to look at them here in a second. But you have the 3A here on this factory test tank. SPG? SPG. 1204, and then the last one doesn't actually have decals. So, and then finally, the painting guide for the figures. And here are decals. Again, we just have, it's 2 whole schemes worth of decals, 4 decals. You know, being an aircraft modeler, I'm used to, a handful more, especially at 1/35th scale, but, that'll be fine. we're gonna see how well they do. They kind of feel a little on the older side. This kit itself, I believe, is... Okay, so this kit is actually new tooled in 2016. I thought it was much older than that. The way that these decals feel, they feel significantly older, like something mid to early 90s. So we'll see how well they do. I don't hold much hope for them to be great decals, to be honest. But I don't know. Maybe that means they'll be easy to weather or something like that. We'll see what we do with them. And next we have the photo etch parts. And if you remember, they said that there were 73 of them. And there are, if you see right there underneath my finger, we have all of those tiny little hooks. So we'll see kind of bigger hooks here. There is indeed 73 parts here, but yeah, those are quite tiny. We'll see what happens with those. And then we have 2 copies of the clear sprue, which has our light lenses and what I assume to be periscope lenses. You know, as I said last time, I'm still not 100% sure on my tank anatomy, so purely guessing here, but that would make sense to me. And then here we have 7-hole spruce strips of track links. You can see each one having, what's that, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 7 times 12, what is that? 70, 84. But in addition to those 84, we have 10 hole runners of another, was that 2, 4, 6, 8. So another 80, so it was a 164, which splits to 82 track pieces per side. I don't know if there's any extras. Hopefully that, you know, that there's actually some extras, but we shall see. In addition, we have 10 hole sprues of the suspension parts. So we have that spring there, the tension spring, all those other little bits. Again, I'm not going to try to pretend to guess the names of them. And then another 10 sprues worth of running wheels. Road wheels? Road wheels. Then we have 2 sprues with the that'd be the tension wheel. And then 2 more sprues of these, which I'm not sure what these are, to be honest. I imagine they have something to do with the tension wheel. Another 2 sprues that have the tow cable on them and some other little bits. And next we have 4 sprues of these right here. Again, no idea what these are. I know they go on the sides. I don't know if those are, it wouldn't make sense for those to be fuel tanks, not on the outside of the tank, but yeah, somebody knows exactly what those are, and they'll tell us in the comments. So please, if you do know, mention it down there. I actually am spotting my first instances of flash, because so far we haven't really had any, but you can see right there we got a little bit on these, but nothing that a quick cleanup with a hobby blade won't fix. Here we go. We got the gun mantlet, and you can see that they have molded in some cast iron texture. I'm not sure if I'm gonna just leave that and work with that, or if I will. There's a technique where you can water down Tamiya putty and then stipple it on, and it gives a little bit of a more pronounced like cast metal texture, and I may do that. I haven't decided yet, because there's some good texture on here, but it's not super prominent. And we got these things. And then there are 2 sprues of this. We have another, maybe that's the tension wheel. I'm not sure. But we got some springs. Other bits. Now we got the pieces for the gun. So you've got a little bit more of that cast texture. Actually, I don't think it's supposed to have cast texture there. That just may be imperfections in the plastic. But we do have some here. We got some hatches, a nice little shovel there. Our barrel, which is 1 piece, so no seam to worry about. It's not a metal barrel, but it is a single piece barrel. Oh look, and we got a little spanner there. Here are some other hull pieces. And some more hull pieces. This one has that cast texture on it. And then here is the main hull parts. See the top there. And then finally, the figure pieces. So I think that there is enough for 5 soldiers, I believe. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Each one with torso, 2 arms, 2 legs, a head, some, accoutrement. What is this? Oh, that's their hat. Helmet. Hat, helmet. Helm hat. So there we go. A real quick look at MiniArt's SU-85 in 1/35th scale. As I said, I am both looking forward to this kit, and I'm also a little intimidated by it. Just tanks in general, or armor in general, aren't something I'm used to doing. It's not my usual purview. I'm excited to give it a shot. You know me, I'm always willing to try something new. I always kind of want to play and grow and learn. But there's a lot of parts here. This is a sizable kit, and there's going to be a lot of learning with it. That being said, I think it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you're looking forward to it. And I'm thinking I may actually use this with the, as I said, the Stug 3. That's going to be part of a diorama for the group build that'll be starting on Model Minutes channel on the 1st of September and runs to the 1st of December. It's on the Discord server. And my thought being that I'm going to do that tank, it's going to be destroyed up, but I think I may have this one in the diorama as well, either implying it was what did the kill, or it stumbled upon this, broken thing. I haven't decided yet exactly what I want to do. If it's going to be like, maybe it might be an urban battle situation. I haven't decided. I have a couple ideas floating about. But I've been wanting for a little while now to do some armor. I want to bring some more armor onto the channel, and I think these two kits are a great start. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I hope y'all are looking forward to it. And keep an eye out for those videos when they drop. And in the meantime, stay safe, keep modeling. Thank you to my gift set tiered patron Calibear and to all of my starter set patrons. Your support means the world to me.